It's Week 14 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He comes in second in the NFL in touchdown receptions.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
It's tough enough to play defense anyway, but after a return like that, now your mindset has to change a little bit. Instead of going out and just getting settled in the first few plays, you have to be prepared for just about anything.
Play action now. Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Completes this to Addison out left. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Vikings at 9-3 here on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Cousins again. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Marr able to put this one through, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this curl. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because North...
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right? Now Garoppolo is in trouble, and down he goes. The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Brown goes in motion left. A first down throw for Cousins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Chandler Jones coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. Brown the motion man right. First down, here's Cousins. He's going deep for Brown. Touchdown! Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, and they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Third down and 6. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. On that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. Against the pass, they're hoping to trend in the opposite direction because right now they're ranked number 26 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Malcolm Kuntz with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. We'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. This to Jacobs on the toss right. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 21.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. Garoppolo looks to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. This a 2nd and 8. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Patrick Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking it about the 36. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
In motion left comes Brown. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. So the completion good for just 3. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
On 2nd down, here's the Wanderer. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Cousins here going to change the play. They go play action here on 1st down. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Justin Jefferson, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Marr now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Sheds off the tackle. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings' 31-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
On second down, Jacobs. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 89 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route, too.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Quality coverage that time to slow down what's been the main source of offense against them thus far. Got to find a way to slow down that ball in the air.
In motion right is Brown. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On play action, Cousins. And this one too low.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now Cousins. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll throw again. Cousins. Quick slant to Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Cousins now to throw on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A pretty big opening there on first down. 8 yards up to the 33. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Fielded at the 20.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Brown goes in motion left.
Cousins on first down. This is caught. It's Brown. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Here comes Mr. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, leading out this offense.
A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Nwangu.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. He'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. But now he appears to be in some pain. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8.
Gun. Over here, guys. Shut them down.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down, Vikings.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They just do get the play off. Now Cousins. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Play action now. Cousins.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
They'll go Madison up the middle. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 24. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Raiders Raiders pick it up, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't it?
It really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. Garoppolo.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Following the interception, Cousins. His throw incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. Cousins again.
Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Throwing, Cousins. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Cousins. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off the drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but
They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games where you just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 30 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter. Garoppolo's, and this throw brought in here by Mayer. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fighting him off. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. A short throw, that's hauled in by Mayer. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
Ball start, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw.
It gets it right back to Mayer. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here we go.
They go with Jacobs. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. But he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings first down.
Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. First throw now for the backup Wentz. Finds his tight end Oliver here outright. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On second down, this is Madison. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10. 69 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Finding Hilton on his slant. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Here we go, here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo now.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing until the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.